It's like you have to believe in some kind of separation for there to be a question and an answer.
You have to believe in a you. That's the first thing. If there's no I am somebody else, then there's no other. You're just speaking because you don't have a position that you're speaking from. And it's just, that is the root. You know, Nisargadatta Maharaj says, that's the root. The I am somebody else. That belief. And that belief is erased by a mantra because you start to see that this mind will slow down. This mind that you believe is your thoughts and your thinking, and then even you start to believe, well, I'm not my mind, but I'm still here that's believing that this is not my mind. Mantra erases that concept. It erases all the concepts without adding additional concepts on.
So even if, there's, let's say, conflict or pain within this drama, it's also, it sort of shifts the ground of being of that, because then it's not seen as, like a fight to the death or something.
There's no conflict at all.
Yeah.
There's just no conflict at all. There's no, because there's not a you. In order to have a conflict, you have to have two sides. There isn't a side here. It's like one-handed clapping, or ping pong, and there's nobody on the other side. He does hitting and nothing's going on. Okay.
Yeah.
Without an I am somebody else, there is no world, because there's no you. Again, there's no, here's me, and this is how this object out here relates to me. Here's John, and here's a table. Here's John, and here's a picture. Here's John, and here's a sink. All of these are objects relating to a John. When there is no idea or belief or concept about myself in form, and I'm just in that natural state, formlessly aware, then there's no position that I'm taking in relation to any objects, because all of the objects, including this body, are appearing inside my selfless self.
Yeah, that's a really important thing to get, to really realize.
Yeah,
Mantra.
definitely.
Yeah.
Mantra. And like Maharaj says, mantra is not just sitting, I think it was not just reciting, but the mantra is inviting attention of the invisible listener, and you just concentrate. Breathing in one part, breathing out the other part, concentrating on the mantra and the concentrator that's concentrating on the mantra, rather than the attention on the objects and the things that are appearing on the spontaneous presence. You don't get involved in all of that, all of what's going on out there, and yet you're still here, and you see that this form moves along quite nicely without any additional, I need to do this or I need to do that. I think we spoke about before, making a sandwich. You just mantra, make a sandwich. It's still happening. Mantra, take a shower. Mantra, brushing the teeth. However, driving in traffic, using mantra, just keeping with your selfless self. Especially when things start to go and you start to feel the body even has a sensation of like, whoo, upsetness. Mantra, because you'll start to see that you're separate from all of that. What the body goes through has really no bearing on you.
Yeah, a lot of the conflicts that the so-called, being somebody else and getting in a conflict, all that is what causes distress in the body too. So
yeah, and there has to be an I am somebody else, a point of view, a point on the map that is being bothered. Without that, it's just not that way. And when it does, then there's still a sense of I am somebody else. Like Maharaj says, the pressure of body knowledge. Because over time, impressions of body knowledge, I am this body, I'm doing these things, I have to do this to keep going and all this kind of stuff. That's impressed. Now, with mantra, you're impressing your true nature. And not allowing anything else to cover that up.
Mm.